So, hello all. So, I hope everyone is doing well. And I'm Kasun Tenakon from WSO2 API Manager team. And in today's call, we will be discussing about how to customize the API Manager React portal. So, this is an open forum. So, all questions are welcome, and you can ask questions either via the chat during the presentation or unmute at the end of the presentation and have a discussion with the API Manager team and the rest of the community. So the recording of this session will be uploaded to our YouTube community channel named API Live. So let's get started. So first we'll go through the agenda for the today's session. In today's session we will be covering about customizing the API Manager React portals. Sorry. So under this topic we will be covering this will be a two session we have in two session, and today's session is the first in the series of two sessions. So in the today's session we will be discussing about simple customization sorry, and then in the next session, or which is uh, which is scheduled to be on the week after the next, we will be discussing about advanced customization method. And then we will go through the React portal structure in the API Manager portals, and then how theming works. And then we will be discussing about, and I will be doing a demonstration on how to white label API Manager portals. And in this case I will do the demonstration on API Manager developer portal. So in that case, I will be first working on customizing the login page, and then we will go to the customizing the developer portal. And at the end of the session, we will be having an open discussion. To you can like share your thoughts and give suggestions to how what you think about the customization methods in API Manager portals. Okay, so customization method. So we have basically two customization method. First one is the basic or the simple customization, where you don't need to like do any coding, or and you don't need to do any bundling, and you don't need even Node.js or any development environment to do the basic or simple customization. And it just configuration. Like basically we have a JSON file, and we have a lot of extension points, and then you can like change the values according to your need and get the customization done. And in the second part, like we will be discussing about the advanced customization, and it is more flexible, and you can you can literally do anything to API Manager portals through this advanced customization, we can say. And you can add or modify any existing React components, and you can change any logic in the application, and so forth. Okay, so let's move on. So first I will explain you about the React portal structure and how theming works. So this is very short introduction, and I'm not going to like go into the details of each and everything. So in very short, React app is a tree of components. A component is a function that returns a special data structure, and its argument are called props. So when a prop change, the function is recalled. Based on different between old and new data structure, part of the UIs are re-rendered. So this diffing is the what React is good at. So they diff the changes, and they only render, or they only re-render the things that actually get changes in the DOM. So in the left hand side you can see our application structure. Sorry, application structure. So we have a folder called override. So we will be like discussing more about this the usage of this folder in the next in the next topic, which is advanced customization. And there are some services, and there are the site public directory. So this contain basically the static file and the theme. And then the source directory contains the React application source. And we are using ESLint and npm for dependency management, and Babel for doing the transformation. And the app is running on a web server called Jaggery. So we have this Jaggery configuration file, and we are using just test framework for running the unit test. And this loader is again will be discuss about this loader in the next topic, or in the advanced customization topic. And yeah, that's it in the structure. So, and also we are using webpack for bundling the, or for building the React application. So there are like bundlers like rollup and webpack and a lot of bundlers. Now in our case we are using webpack. And so so basically how the simple theming work is, we are using, as I just mentioned, we are using webpack for bundling all the like modular dependencies. And then we are building these static assets, JavaScript files, CSS, and even we are building like HTML files also, because we are using some hashing mechanism to evicting the caches, browser cache. So then we are using the Webpack external feature to inject our theme JavaScript file into the runtime environment. So the Webpack external provide a way of excluding dependencies from the output bundles. So when we are building the application, actually we don't include this default theme.js file. So this is the JSON that I have mentioned earlier. Like here we have put a lot of like extensions, and I will just like explain about this default theme.js in a minute. And we have, it's an actually extension of MaterialUI. MaterialUI is again a component library, UI component library written using the React framework. So we are using MaterialUI as our component, like basic component library. And this is actually our default theme JSON, or our theming is an extension of the MaterialUI's theming feature. So back to this Webpack external thing. So as I said, we are using Webpack externals to inject the different dependencies, or inject the uh, yeah, dependencies at the runtime. So what it does is actually, like, instead of bundling the dependency, in this case our theme file, at the build time, the created bundle actually relies on the dependency to be present in the application, in the browser, in the client environment. So we use this feature to inject our theme object at the runtime. So that's why you don't need to build anything, you don't need to code anything. You can just change the parameters in the JSON file, and then that will be immediately effect on the UIs. So I will go through this so as I mentioned earlier, I will be covering two-step customizations. The first one is the customizing login page, because the login page is not yet written in like we haven't used React in the login page development, so it's still a JSP page, or rendered in the server side. And so this customizing the login page is a little bit different with the customization capability that we are providing for the developer portal or the React app. So first I will go through the customizing the login page, so how you can customize the login page, and then I will move on to the customizing the developer portal. So developer portal customization is the one that is using the Webpack external feature and the JSON structure for the theme and all. So the customization, the login page is provided through extension point for the JSP files. So we have following extension points for the page. You can extend the title, header, footer, and cookie policy content and privacy policy content. I will show you how you can override these and or basically extend these uh, JSP files and customize the login page. Okay, so let's move on to the demonstration. So now if you just start the API Manager server and log into the dev portal. Now here I have created some APIs for the demonstration purpose. So you will be seeing a UI like this. So we have APIs listing page, and then you can go to applications page and create an application, and then so this is the API detail page, and we provide tryout capability for trying out the API. And you can put comment, and you can see the documentation, and you can download the SDKs. So this is the basic the default UI that you get when you just start the API Manager server and access the dev portal. So let me sign in. So now this is the default API Manager login page. So here we ask for the username and password. So basically this is the default UI for providing the credentials and login. So now now I have already running the I have started the server already, and it is running. And in this demonstration I'm using API Manager 3.2 RC version. So we will be releasing the API Manager 3.320 version very soon, probably in the next week, early next week. So I'm using the latest version of the API Manager here, and let's start customizing the login page. So to customize the login page, as I mentioned earlier, this login page is rendered through the JSP. So it is basically server-side rendering, not we don't use React in here anymore yet. So to customize this page, now this page is getting rendered from a web app in our API Manager server. So it is located at repository, deployment, server, web apps, and authenticator endpoint web app. So here if we list down the files and folders in here, you can see that we have this include directory. So you can we go there and see the content. So we have these JSP files like reside in this include directory. So you can extend any of these JSP files through providing your implementation in this location. So let me go back to the distribution root folder. So still repository deployment. Okay, now we are in the root directory. So if you just unzip the API Manager distribution, you will get files and folders like this. Now where you need to put your extension or the like customization is, you have to put them in repository, resources, and in this location you have to create a new folder called extension. So this I have already created this folder, but if you take if you look at a new or just extract a new distribution and check here, you won't see this folder in the new pack. So you have to create this extensions directory, and then you have to provide your extension or the customization for these files in this directory. So now I already have I have already created header JSP and product title JSP. Make sure to match the exact file name that is in this include directory. Let me print the directory, working directory. So here is the root folder of the distribution, and from there repository deployment with that. So this is where the original files are located, but you should not update or modify these files. So instead of you should create a file or files with the same name in this location. So the extension folder for overriding or customizing the login UI is this from the server root directory, repository, resources, and extensions. So now if I list down the content, so these are the files that I have already put there. So let me open this with VS Code. Okay. Now what I have done is actually I took a copy of the original file, and I changed the places, like change the styles that I want to do the modify according to my requirement. Now I'm here, I'm like customizing the UIs uh, using a hypothetical scenario, like I'm naming, I'm like mm, I took a name like sample organization name as Electronica, and then I just rename the basically white label the UIs, removing WSO2 like logos and title and page titles and all the other places that we show WSO2 brandings, and rename it to Electronica API portal. And I'm using this custom asset, this logo file. This is like I have replaced this. I have like replaced this logo with the WSO2 branding WSO2 logo. And so this is an example. So you can put any asset or any images, CSS, and anything in this custom assets folder, and then you can refer them in the JSP files, just like this extension slash custom asset and whatever the assets you want to include. So these, I'm only overriding these two files actually. So I'm in the title also, I'm changing the page title to Electronica API portal. So in the header, where we have included these styles, I have changed the background color, and also I have changed the this sorry so I have changed the background color and this section color of this center content and things like that. So once you have put the content, let me quickly reorganize this demo here. Okay, right. So now we have added these extensions, like added the files that we want to overwrite in this original source in this extensions directory. And once you have added your all the customizations and your like static assets and everything, you need to restart the server to get this customization into effect. Like you have to restart in order to override the original implementation. So let me restart it and refresh the page so you can see the changes. So I will keep this page as it is and open a new okay. Okay, so now once you restart the server, now you can see that our customization has like taken into the effect. So you can see that logo has changed and the title and the background color and even the page title in here. So this is what we had earlier and this is what we have now after the customization. Okay, now let's log into the developer portal. So now I have created a user called David, and let's log in. Sorry. Okay, so still the React portal is or the developer portal UI is still, we haven't done any changes to this UI, so it is still the same as the original one. So let's start customizing this portal. So now we are in the second stage. Now we have already completed the login page customization, and now we have come to this developer portal customization. So as I mentioned earlier, for customizing this developer portal, we have a default theme JSON file. So let's start with changing the changing the logo, and we have like in the login page, I have used some color theme like the teal color for this organization branding. So I will use that color in this app bar, which is the default one is blue, and I will change the color of this as app bar, and then I will change the logo as well. So now let's get to this developer portal source structure. So if you open the developer portal source in the distribution, so you will get a files and directory structure like this. So this is located in uh, so if you open the, so now I am in I'm in the root of the distribution now, like if you just extract the zip file, you will get this folder, and you have to go to repository, deployment, server, Jaggery apps, and there we have all the Jaggery apps that are in the API Manager server. So now in this demonstration, I will be showing you how to customize the dev portal, but it is more or less same for customizing the publisher and the admin portal. So let's go into the developer portal directory, and now this is the folder that I have opened from the VS Code. So this readme webel file and the Jaggery cons, I have explained this like files and folder structure in the earlier slide as well. So let's go back to the okay, so to the editor, right? Now the theme file that I have been mentioning so far is in this themes directory. So it is inside public theme and this default theme. So if you just open the theme, like after extracting the server, the extracting the distribution, you will see nothing in here because it's just an empty JSON object. So what we have done is actually we are providing the default the WSO2 default theme inbuilt, or that is included in the bundle file, and we are providing this empty theme object to the user so that they can include only the things, only the properties, or only the parameters that they want to override through this configuration file, through this JSON theme. So you can refer to the original theme file in this location, from this location. So if I open source, and then so dev portal source and src, so this is the actual expand or actual theme file that we are using inside the application. So this is the default WSO2 theme file. So you can see that this theme has like mainly we have this direction and then palette. So this palette and typography is coming from the material UI, and we have this custom extension points. Like we have this so many custom extension points, and actually we have document these extension point in our documentation. So I will put a link to the documentation and in the in the slide, so you can have a look at the documentation. So in this case, in this demonstration, I will be overriding or I will be changing the logo and the background color of this app bar, and we'll do some other customizations as well. So we'll start with the customizing or changing the logo. So logo is the location for the logo file is located at this app bar. So these are the extension points that we have provided to customizing the app bar. So application app bar is actually this top bar which contain the search and this application and this navigation and the user logout, sorry, user profile menu and everything. So so what we have, if you want to override this configuration or this particular property, what we have to do is you need to follow this JSON path. So we are in custom and then app bar property. So you have to define custom here, and then you have to define app bar property here, and then you need to provide the logo, and you can just skip the properties that you don't want to override, and it will pick up when like running the application, it will pick up the default values from this theme file if you omit like providing them or overriding them in here. So let me override the logo, and then I want to change this logo height and width, and then the background color, and the this active background color is this the page that you are currently in. We are highlighting this through this active background color. So I will change those things and show you how it works. So I have this. Okay. So now I have already like copied this image file into this images directory, so it is already here, and I have provide this custom height and width, and then the background and active background also I have changed it to some another color. And let's save it, and I will keep this window for reference, and I will open it from another tab. So now you can see we have changed the logo, and we have already, and also we have changed this active color, and then we have changed this app bar color, and so that is the basically what you have to do is that is only that thing, like you provide your overriding properties in this default theme, which is located in the site public themes and default theme case, or this file, and then just restart the UI, and then you will basically get the customizations done in the UI. So let me go ahead and show you some more customizations that we are like provided in this custom extension point. So now in the our goal is
it's
to
9:30.
sorry, our goal is to white label this developer portal UI. So I need to remove this WSO2 API title, the WSO2 part in the title and the footer, and yeah, in those places. So let's see how we can do that. So this title, for overriding the title section, we have provided this custom titles extension point. So there you can provide your own title prefix and suffix uh, to be like shown in the page title. And for the footer also, we have another customization point for the footer, this one. So you can either completely like hide the footer, or you can provide a footer HTML, like you can provide HTML implementation for the footer, and or you can provide the text implementation. For in this case, I will only provide the text implementation, and I will leave this background color and the rest of the properties as it is. So let me get them here, title and uh, sorry. Mm, okay. So now we have changed the title and the footer. So let's refresh the page. Okay, now you can see that WSO2 API part is no longer there in the title, and we have changed the footer as well. So if you want, you can change the footer color, or you can completely hide the footer if you want. And one more thing from our customization or our extension, like someone would have a requirement to like, okay, I want to see the list view when I first arrive in the developer portal, or when I just land to the developer sorry, land in the developer portal. I want to see the list view, not the grid view. So how can I make the default to the list view? Sorry. So that is also possible through this basic simple customization. Excuse me. Sorry. Sorry. So that is also possible with this basic or simple customization. So we are providing this list view extension point. So it's here. So you can provide that sorry, this list view extension point. So you can provide the like styling for the list view. For the make the list view default, you can change this value default view into list. So now you can see that default view is grid, so which is this one. So where we list the like APIs as a in the card format, or in the grid format. So to make the default view to the list, you can change this one. You can take this one and copy it here and change it to list. And also someone would need to like when you like get to this list view, someone might need to change this table colors and etc. So that is also possible with this like basic customization. So for do that, you need to update this list view property. You need to override this list view property by providing this table header background color and this extension point. So let me refresh the page now, and so now you can see that when I go to the developer portal, it directly land me or directly put me into this list view, not the grid view. In the previous case, if you go to the developer portal, you will get the grid view, but now we are getting this list view, and also this table colors has changed. So those are the extension points that are provided by WSO2. And as I mentioned earlier, now this theming feature or this theming capability is coming from Material UI actually. So we are using Material UI as the base component library. So these buttons are actually coming from Material UI. So they also have another way of more or less same actually, another way of customizing, overriding uh, these uh, these component theme or component colors and behavior. So I will show you how you can, like someone would have a requirement, like some organization could have a requirement to change this button, like not only this one, but change the color of all the buttons in the application, like in here and in the like application or wherever you like see a button, see this kind of button, you want to have a different color, not this default color. So let me show you how you can do that. So now these custom properties are coming from WSO2, and this Material UI also have their own like this these type of extension point to override the. So this is actually you can find the documentation for this extension point about the for the Material UI in their documentation, and I will also share the links for their Material UI documentation where you can find this extension point. So to override the Material UI related component, related theme extension point, you have to provide this overrides property. So this is actually defined by the Material UI, not from the WSO2 API Manager team. And they have this override structure like so they have. So I'm just copy and paste this override Material UI button theme, because this is actually if you go to the Material UI library, you can find this information. So there they have this MUI button property. So this is also a specific property name to override the styles of the button. And then you can provide the root like root like the button root styling, and you can so this root will be applied to any kind of button. And to like avoid getting this affected in the text style buttons, you can say background, you just inherit it from the default one, and you can change the color, or even you can change the color if you want, but you can say just inherit the colors from the default theme, not this one. So let me save these changes and refresh the page, and I go to the applications page. Now you can see that this button color has changed, and not only this or that particular button, but the every button in the portal, you will see this new color that is coming from the Material UI. So if you go like edit, and if you go to the APIs, and then if you go subscribe, and in the tryout menu, every places that you see this type of button, actual type is also defined from this MUI button, and this root. And I have only omitted this textile button. Textile means this type of button where you don't see a button kind of style, but it the, the operation is or the it act as a button. So that's how you override the material UI related styling from the basic styling through the default theme structure that we are providing in the WSO2 themes file, theme file. Sorry. So yeah, so I think that's it from the demonstration, and let's yeah let's so if you have any questions on on this topic, on this basic customization level, it's time to ask questions. And if you have any suggestions, or if you like to give us some ways to improve this customization mechanism further, then we are happy to take them. So,
Carson, I think there's some questions on the chat.
okay.
Yeah.
Mm. Sorry, I missed this. Um, one is oh yeah, one is actually regarding the gateway. So the WSO2 API gateway provide any kind of compression GC for JSON response easy from the API backend service. And now the REST API, like if you are referring to the product REST API, yes, we have enabled GC compression for the REST API responses, and those are actually not coming through the API gateway. The REST API is hosted in as a Tomcat web application. So it's a web app that is running on API Manager server. And yes, we have enabled gzip compression for our REST API responses. Um, I also have to question why is transfer required for store for compression while updating UI, and how can do it in Kubernetes installation. Also, I would like to have full video how have this set up in my local environment. Okay, so the first question, why restart was required. So the restart was required in the login page customization method, because in behind the scene, actually what we are doing is we are copying that the files you have provided in the repository resources extension folder into the extension folder of the web app. So to do that, you need to restart the server basically. So we don't support hot upload or hot deployment yet. So that's why you need to restart. Basically, in the every restart, if we look for the files in the repository resources extensions directory, and copy them into the web app directory, web app extensions directory. So that is how the customization works for the login page, for the JSP pages, or basically that authentication endpoint customization. But for the React applications, you don't need to restart. Like it just requests that theme file every time you load the page. So you just change the theme file in the server, and just on the immediate next call will get the updated theme file. So then the theme will be will be affected in the UI immediately. So you don't need to restart. So in Kubernetes environment, actually you want to mount these directories into external NFS kind of file sharing system. So then you will persist these changes um, in the external mount. So that's how you can persist these theme changes in Kubernetes like container environment. And yes, we will upload this video, like upload this session video into our YouTube channel, and setting up. I would like to have full video how. Yeah, actually we have the setting up guide in our documentation. It's if you go to the documentation page and just search for quick start guide, then you can find the setting up. Actually I haven't done anything in the setting up, just start the server, and I have like keep those up or keep those customization files in ready before, or in beforehand. I like doing the session, doing the demonstration. Other than that, actually you don't need to like do anything specifically for setting up the things. So you just start with the API Manager pack, and then start customizing the UIs. Can we have any customization setting in the WSO2 gateway in order to add header in HTTP response? So this is, I think, also related to API gateway. Yes, you can use header mediators, and like you can use custom mediators to add this, and whatever the like custom headers you want to be included in the HTTP response. So this is, I think, this is not directly related to UI customizations, yeah, but this is also possible. Hi team, how do we customize for dev portal high availability mode for all in one API manager? Any configuration doc? So in high availability mode also, like as I said earlier, you can mount the, yeah, you can use this you can mount this publisher dev portal and these UI portals into NFS and share the same mount between two or the other nodes in the HA setup. So they, so once you like do a change to the file, to the theme file in the NFS, that will be reflected in all the nodes. So in that way you can just simply like, you are basically sharing the same UI between through through the other nodes in the HA. Sorry, sorry. So I think yeah, that's all in the chat. So if anyone have any other.
Hi, Kaushal. This is Anupama.
Hi.
Will you be? Yeah. Hi. I just want to know, will you be covering any kind of, in the community call for disaster recovery and backup solutions kind of things?
Yes, actually, you can like in this series, in this UI customization series, I will not be covering that part. But after that, you can like we have a community called request form. There you can request for any topic that we need to like discuss in the community call. So you can put like, you can make suggestions in that form and say
Mhm.
like will you be able to do a session on this topic or that topic, like that. But
Okay.
in this series I will not be covering that part, that aspect.
Yeah, that's. I just want to know if in any of the series, like which it's until like next week, right? So if somebody's covering, so I'll specifically attend that session as well.
Ah, so I will provide the link to that community called suggestions page, suggestions form. So you can open that form, and you can make your suggestions there, like ask for ask for a particular topic to discuss in the community call.
Sure. Thank you.
One question. So when you update a WSO API manager, right, in place updates, so will this change will reflect as a conflicts or is it?
Yes. So if you take an if you take an in place update uh, for the login page customization, like we will not override your customizations that are located in the repository resources extensions directory. We will only update the web app. So for that, in that case, you are safe. Like after doing in place one update and restart, you will still have the customizations in place without any issue. For the UI customization for that settings.js file, as you see that we are not providing any like configuration parameters. They are in the default theme. So, but if you take an in place WAM update, we will be overriding the default theme JS file. Like after you taking a WAM update, your like changes will be lost basically because we are overriding the file. In that case, you need to like configure your like CI/CD pipeline to like copy the your customization back uh, into the web app directory or that the location where we have the default theme JS file.
So that's in the override folder, right? Even in the override folder, if you change, it will give a conflict.
No, override folder. No, you have to. Let me show you. So override folder, we haven't touched. We haven't discussed about this yet. I will be covering this. Like I will be working on this folder in the next session. Like this is for advanced customization actually. I was referring to this file actually. Theme, this default theme JS, this one. So this one, if you take a like vanilla pack or this, if you take any pack, you will be having nothing in this file. Like we are not providing any implementation or we are not providing any properties in here. So and we will not be like most, yeah, in 99% case we will not put any value here in WAM updates as well. But WAM update, if when you take a WAM update, your original default or your like the customized default theme, this file will be overridden by the WAM update. So because of that, you need to like you need to configure a CI/CD process to replace the like after taking a WAM update, copy your customization file back into the distribution or the server through the through the like CI process.
Got it.
So
Got it. Yeah.
yeah, okay.
One more question is there. So when you go to a titles, right? API titles. So go back to the dev portal. Yeah. So this size can be reduced. Go back one more screen, please.
Which size?
One screen back where the API titles are there, right?
Where API is listing.
Yeah, yeah. So this can we reduce the size of this the listing? For example, spare parts is there, right? Um, uh, vertically it's up more actually. So I want to reduce the vertical size and the horizontal size also. Is it possible
You
that
mean
custom?
the card size, right?
Yes, yes, correct. Card size, yeah.
Yes. Uh, it is also here like thumbnail and let me check that. Yeah, I think yeah, it should be possible. Yeah. Uh, no, I think it is not possible through this level of customization on the basic one, but definitely you can do it with the like advanced customization topic that we are going to discuss in the next call. Basically, you can like make it not like a like rectangular shape. You can make it like a star or any kind of thing. Basically, you can change everything
Okay,
in that form. But with this like the first level customization, we haven't like provide any yeah change. Yeah, I think it's not provided here.
got it. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I think we don't have any more questions. Yeah, so let's wrap up the session for today. So we have discussed about the basic customization uh, method in this call, and in the next call, which is on the 3rd of September, uh, it's the week after the next. There we will be discussing about the advanced customization method, and so you can click on this community API Manager community call page, and you can make request to a future topic. If you think that it's good to discuss about this particular topic or topic, so then you can suggest make suggestions from our community API Manager community call page, and you can also join our ongoing conversations on API Manager this Slack channel, and you can follow us on Twitter, WSO2 API Manager handler, and you can even email to dave@wso2.org if you have any question on API Manager, and also you can find our YouTube channel on this URL, and you can visit WSO2 website for more information about our API Manager and other products. So, and these are the links for the customizing the login page and overriding the developer portal theme. So I think we will be sharing this presentation with you all after the session, so you can like have a look at this slide to find the links. So thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank